Right. Hey, y'all. We're going to have this conversation. It's about black hair, and I love it because it's definitely something that I went through. I've seen a lot of reactions to this where they take the client side. I don't know if the client has even argued about this or talked about it online. Is it humiliating? I would say definitely yes. I would say the way she did was. I have a few things I want to say, but when I watched the video, and I'll watch it again with y'all, what I saw was someone who just cared about your hair and did not care about length. Because I am looking at the girl's hair, and at the point where it's dead is about halfway up her hair. It's dead. It's not alive. But she is holding on to length. And I know people that want to say that I'm a straight natural. I'm a straight natural. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know I do. I love y'all. But let's be real, ain't no thing such as a straight natural, bitch. Like, excuse my language, but I just is ain't no such thing as a straight natural. It's just you straightening your hair and doing all types of keratin treatments, which is also like a light perm. Okay, so we're gonna watch this little video. Hopefully it works correctly because sometimes on my laptop and I be using my hotspot, it be working a little weird, but hopefully it works. Your girl got a new apartment, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling blessed. I want to make some more content. I am sipping tea right now in my little fancy robe. So, yes, I'm not on the screen, but hopefully, I'll make a video later talking about this again. So, let me do my little sip. Put in the chat if you have seen this situation, if you know it. I know people are still coming in. It does feel a little weird talking to nobody at first, but I think lives are better for me because I can get my content out more authentically and stop cutting and editing. Like that gets so annoying. But we're gonna continue to work on it, y'all. So welcome. I'm having elderberry tea. Very good. Actually, it's a part of this conversation. So let's get into it. Let me get comfortable real quick, y'all. Hold on. The girl needs to get comfortable because this is definitely a conversation that I think many black women should be having more often about. You are holding on to length. Like, that's where I agree with her. I think her deliverance was rude. I think her deliverance could not have been recorded. This could have been a private conversation. But then I'm like, is this acted out? Because she had to get the consent. You had to get the consent of the customer. There's no way that you didn't. You had to get the consent of the customer. Even if you didn't care about the consent, too, I'll be honest with you. Like, you had to have a conversation, and her head is to the back, but there's a mirror, so she has to see y'all. Like, what y'all think? She has to see. There's no way that this girl did not see what she was doing and she was recording it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel that this girl had absolutely no clue. Like, she had to have somewhat of a clue. Like, oh, somebody's recording this. Like, oh shoot, like that's rude. But we'll talk about how my tea gets into this conversation because it is a real one. Basically, I will say that I am somebody who has had, my hair fall out due to hormone changes. I'm anemic. I need iron. So, I go through things, and I'm 28. So, going through the natural hair journey in your early 20s to late 20s can be rough because you can literally do all this work and your hair just fall out. Literally, like that's what happened to me. You can do all this work to get your hair together and your hair can just literally fall out. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't. I've caught myself trying to hold on to the length that I have. So I understand what she's saying, and I think it is a beautiful message. I just think the deliverance is bad. So let's get into the message of what this woman is saying and why people feel that what she's saying is so horrible. Let's get into it. I really think it's just because everyone does have that black woman thing to hold on to length, to wanting to keep that. And that's because of what, YT people have told us. And that's also because of what, celebrities make fun of. People make fun of us and say we have short hair, don't know what we went through, and don't know how our hair works when it comes to shrinkage. So let's watch the video.
This is the worst I've ever seen. Yes. Because let me tell you why it's the worst. It's the worst because, number one, you had that haircut over 15 years. And number two, you put box color on top of it. So how long have you been box coloring the hair? Okay, so you see all of this here? You see all of this here? All of this you can see through here? That's all I can tell. That as women of color, we hold on to length. And you don't realize you're holding on to the length, but it's not healthy. So you're holding on to dead length, right? So now what's happening is, like, if I could see without really, like, flat ironing your hair, you would need to cut this off, this much off. It's all dead. I'm watching a movie right through it. It's dead. It's not about what we could do is if I could get it straight enough to cut it. This is how bad it is. This is what I'm trying to understand. If I could get you silky enough or straight, just not even silky, straight enough for me to cut it. If I could get it straight enough for me to cut it, then we could sit and look and have that discussion. But I can't. Like it's gonna take me longer. And as you not did the box color, this probably wouldn't be as bad. Right. But the synthetic chemical that's in the box color has this like this on top of the 15 years of not getting that haircut. You know that you do that. So we get it. I understand. That's why I asked you. Are you attached to length? Because if you're attached to length, yeah, you did. You honestly said both. But what I'm telling you, usually when people honestly say both, when they see how damaged their hair is, when they see how damaged it is, they like, all right, you're right. Because it looks bad.
So you said here, I'm saying here. Like,
but you just asked me for my professional opinion. I gave it to you. Okay, here's the answer.
And then like the next 2 times.
No, this is the next 2 times. You look at me pull out my clippers. That's how bad this is. You're not. I don't think you're understanding that. You're lucky I didn't pull out my clippers. That's what I'm saying. Because that's how bad this is. Your hair, it is you doing this and doing this is not gonna make it go away. It's not gonna make it any easier. It's dead hair. So let me just tell you something. If you put oil, you put grease on a dead person, does it bring them back to life? No. So if you put oil and grease on it, it's not gonna resuscitate his hair. You gotta cut it off. You gotta bury the dead person. It's the same thing. You gotta get rid of it. If you're gonna hold on to it, if you're attached to it, if you attach to the boyfriend that's abusing you, then you stay with him. You stay white. Other than that, I can't help you. Because me and my sisters, we don't cut that dead.
I think that was a good point. I think that was a really good point on that, talking about dead hair. And if you keep putting oil on it, it's not going to bring it back. I'm literally going through the same thing right now. I did the chop. I think that I do need to go to a professional hairstylist. I've only been doing my hair at home and, to myself. So I don't think I'm doing the best job. I'll be honest. Like I could literally raise a hand up and say, yeah, I don't want no one touching my hair. I've been very nervous. So I haven't gone to a black stylist in a very long time. A very, very long time. So I've just been taking care of my hair as much as I can, but I'm not a guru. I don't know everything. I think that her deliverance wasn't nice. I don't know if this is the way she talks because of where she's from, but it's like she wanted to patronize her. That's how I feel in her demeanor. And I'm not even trying to say that in the worst way. I'm just saying like she wanted to just be like, this girl, she one of those people who want to keep their length. I'm going to make them feel so stupid right now. And that's what it was giving. It wasn't giving the nicest. Her deliverance could have been better. That's how I feel about it. Her deliverance could have been way better. It didn't have to be the way that she did it. This time it could have been better. I will say that I do feel that her deliverance could have been better. I think that she had meaning behind what she said, but it came off as if she was just trying to make this female look dumb. And that's probably because she's frustrated. She has to deal with this. Like, you have to understand the person in the chair, this chair, is dealing with the fact that there's so many people out there that are making fun of our hair as is. Cardi B makes fun of our hair as, that's why I don't like that. I cannot stand her. She makes fun of us, calls us roaches, talks about our hair, says that we have nappy pubes. Like, she's a weirdo. You have people making fun of us. So yes, when we have a length like this, we try to keep it so that they won't say shit out their mouth. We try to keep that length, okay? Let's keep playing the video.
So I'm holding on to things that don't serve me. So
and I understand that.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, can we cut this?
You already asked that. I answered.
So no.
Your answer. Yeah. My client's hair is the healthiest hair because they do what? They listen. Okay. If you don't listen, the hair is not. It's not going to work. I have a relationship with my clients and their hair has a relationship with me. But if you keep thinking you're going to keep home in that section and it's going to magically get all the way to the end, baby, you come out your drop when you do that. You're not professional. You plait it. Take over to work on a Tuesday, let it off. Okay. I can't get past that. That's what I'm trying to tell you because you're good and alley, and I can't get there. You're like, no, but as a stylist, I do. Okay. I do. I don't hurt people. I don't create hair trauma. I told you it feels better, but I will say this and I will keep saying it. Black women's hair should not be this difficult. It is like dealing with a toddler watching. It's kind of like if you ever see a bad kid and the parents like, oh, Billy. It's like, no, you are pacifying the bad behavior. Cut it off and let's start all over again. We should not have to, black people should not have to, we don't need anything more hair. As long as it's taken care of, it's treated, it's fine. Because you want to know what? I have 250 clients and I'm not going to throw. Because it damages them multiple parts. Okay. What I told you is we're going to plait it in a section, and you're going to have to make a decision of a big chop. I'm not taking money from you or anything. You need to make a decision of a big chop. Your hair is damaged in so many different spots. That is a titanium class A flat iron. It ain't going to do that, baby.
So, big chop, like how short?
Cut off. Start all over again. It is winter time. By some of you, ask a little length. No, clipper. Like I wouldn't say low, but clipper. You can at least take half a minute from. Yes. Your damage is in so many different parts. If you cut one side one way, would you want to let the other side?
No, I hear you.
Yes, because as we're keeping going, right, this is one side. You have a whole head. You got to go a whole head, sugar.
And in the 20.
Okay. Well, that was that. We're going to remove her. So my thoughts. I feel that she had many good points, and I think that it even inspired me to probably go and chop my hair off all over again. Like, my hair has been falling out and split ends because of vitamins that I need, I'm not getting. And I had to go back home and live with my mother and live with my sister at one point at my grandma's house. I went through so much trauma and pain. I was crying every day. I was in hell. I was crying. I felt like my tears were blood. Like I was in so much pain living with my mother. Like she's in a crazy depression. She has no money. She was taking my money. She was stealing my money. It was a lot to go back to. And being with someone who was delusional, they're not showering, they don't smell good, they're not taking care of the dog. I was so stressed. Like my hair fell out. My hair fell out. I'm going to say it again. My hair was falling on the ground. You took one finger and you brushed through it and you had a full clump of hair. And I'm trying to recover from that. So I understand what that stylist is saying. I think that it could have been said nicer, of course, but I think that she just cares. And she is tired of heterosexual women, because I know that's what was in her chair, talking about, I want to keep my length. You're Christian, heterosexual, black women. Love you down, sis. I do. But you want to keep that hair because of how nasty the world is. Like people wonder why I talk about Cardi B so much and how nasty of a female she is and what she does to black women, like mentally. Mentally, like she messes black women up mentally. Cardi B, you gotta imagine somebody sitting up here talking about your hair is ugly, or indirectly what they will do. Look at how long my hair is. Look at the length that I have, and you don't even know that their hair is dead as a mother. They have a different hair texture, but their hair is dead as a mother. Like you don't even understand. They sitting up here making you as a black person with beautiful kinky ass hair feel terrible and calling your hair ugly because it presents, and I will say presents, as short. Your hair ain't short. Your hair presents as short to white people. And that's on period. And love your goddamn hair. Do not listen to people like Cardi B. Don't get me started. But I'm just using her as an example because that is why women will be in a dumb moment, right? We don't want to cut our hair off. We'll be stupid. We'll be like, can we just keep a little? Can we? I fall into that. Like I literally, did another big chop again. And basically I feel like it wasn't done right because, it's not as much foliage, but it still feels like foliage. My hair has healed a lot, but I like what she said about, what? If you have dead hair, oiling it ain't going to do nothing. Oiling your hair is not going to do anything if your hair is dead. So I'm contemplating maybe doing a bigger chop again. I'm contemplating it, cutting it down again and starting over because sadly, what I went through with my family and what they did to me, with the trauma that they put on me, the lies, everything, that almost unalived me. Like that almost unalived me. I wasn't eating right. I wasn't taking my vitamins. I wasn't going to my doctor's appointments. I wasn't taking care of my hair. I was not taking care of myself. And I was also stressed. And I'm 28. I'm going on 30. Your hair is changing. Hormones are changing. And love it. But realize you're going to have to maybe start all over again. I remember I was like 19. I did the big chop and it felt like, man, my hair ain't growing, ain't getting anywhere. No, it's getting somewhere. Your hair is, but you just went through a traumatic experience like me. Like I'm using myself as an example. I went through a traumatic experience. That's it. I went through a traumatizing experience. I was super stressed out and I lost all my hair. And I'm not going to say all of it, but I just lost my hair. Like I did grow my hair to a very long length and I have a full head of hair. But we need to stop letting people make us feel like our hair is ugly because it's not. White people go through things, Hispanic people go through things, Asian people, everybody goes through things, but they want to make it seem like black people are the most ugliest people on this planet, and it's not true. And I'm tired of it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, y'all piss me off. Cut your hair. Cut it so it can grow back. It's the same thing as a flower. It's the same thing as a root. It's the same thing as any other plant. Cut the dead pieces off. You're gonna end up, messing up the whole plant if you leave all the dead pieces on. Cut it off. I agree with her on that. I agree with her 100%. So what is your opinions? I'm gonna leave this video up. I'm gonna put a thumbnail on and we're gonna see the conversation in the comments. Not too many people joined the live, probably because of the way that I had it. Landscape, we'll try different, I guess portrait mode. We'll try portrait mode the next one and see what happens, but I still think this is a good conversation. Bye, y'all.